In July, I will be taking part in a triathlon. It will be good to prepare for it, but working from 8 am to 4 pm and studying from 4 pm to 8 pm doesn't really help. So I ordered a trial box diet. Now I just wake up, go downstairs, and ready-made meals for the whole day are waiting for me. A quick breakfast and then I go for a short run. I'm heading towards Pole Mokotowskie. You can enjoy the beautiful views while I talk a bit about AI. The progress and development of AI and LLMs and how we use these tools daily is fascinating to watch. For example, at the beginning of my university journey, ChatGPT didn't exist yet. So when I had a problem with some concepts, I usually had to spend long hours with YouTubers from India. Then ChatGPT appeared and gained 1 million users in 5 days. Interestingly, it took Netflix 3.5 years and Facebook 10 months to achieve that. It was quite helpful with simple tasks, but in the long run it often made mistakes, and its answers weren't the best quality. Nowadays, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and Copilot are used daily by almost everyone. For instance, I have a presentation on signals and systems here. Looking at the dry formulas without prior experience makes it quite difficult to understand. Thanks to any of these tools, you can just ask about a topic and it will explain it in detail. You can also upload a presentation file and ask about a specific part. There are different modes, like a learning mode, where it doesn't just spit out information, but encourages discussion so you can practice. I will come back to this topic later and show you that you can even have such a tool on your own computer, but first I have to go back. Traffic jams. I really dislike traffic jams. Fortunately, I mostly get around by bicycle. Have you ever done laundry in a dorm? Probably not, so let me show you how it looks. You enter one of the 2 laundry rooms in the dorm, where there are 3 washing machines and 1 dryer. You pay 5 PLN for washing or 4 PLN per hour of drying. You set a timer to be polite and not block the machine for others. And that's it. While waiting for the laundry, remote work is recommended. However, deep focus is not advised because shortly after, the alarm starts ringing. Then you move the laundry from the washer to the dryer. Coming back to AI, its evolution and its capabilities in programming. Agents are often used now. Agents can perform actions on a computer, such as editing a file, making a commit, or creating an entire project from scratch. Here, for example, I gave the agent a task and a short instruction in a text file and asked it to execute it. It analyzed everything, created its own proposal of what it would do, and allowed me to comment on specific parts. I accepted it, and within a few minutes, a project was created along with a summary of its work and instructions on how to run it. It wasn't quite what I wanted at first, but I generally informed it that something is wrong with the styling and it immediately fixed it. Everything in this app works. If I had to do something like this myself, I think it would take me several days. So mastering these tools and staying up to date with such technological innovations is very important right now. a quick lunch, and it's time to pack for university. If you are wondering how professionals create electronics without chaos and with maximum collaboration, the answer is Altium Develop. Imagine an environment where you eliminate the problem of manually emailing files to others, such as mechanical engineer for PCB verification, and start working in real time in one cloud. Altium Develop is an advanced professional central hub that integrates the PCB design tool with the broader ecosystem. With it, you can forget about the frustration and delays that come from constantly losing context and having to manually track corrections. If there are no free city bikes, the tram is the only option. In 8 minutes, I am at the university. Today we had practical classes. Laboratory session with an introduction to FPGA circuits. We had to click through the software so that Hello World would finally appear on the screen. As you can see, it was a success. Time to wrap up. There is a tool called Ollama that allows us to run a language model locally on our computer. Thanks to this, we gain privacy and don't have to pay to use the model. However, if you want to use better models, they require more powerful hardware. So far, I have only tested Google's Gemma 4 with various parameters, using it only for conversation and test document translation. But in the near future, I would also like to test many tools like OpenClaw or Hermes. They need access to a language model, and since I will have it locally, I won't go bankrupt.